Hi Goons, welcome back to another Mopium Productions video. Today we're back on CS2, as obviously this channel has always been a Counter-Strike channel first and foremost, but after yesterday's video, I kind of realized how much I love leucine. Like, it's just such an amazing amino acid, and I was thinking about it and I was like, I kind of want to go by Leucine Lover. Like, it flows so naturally, right? Like, Leucine Lover, like, I don't know. I feel like I cracked it. Like I'm a genius, Like the mind of Mopium truly knows no limits. I'm just the greatest to ever do it, obviously. That's obviously not a good show. What the fuck, dude? That's some bullshit. Okay. Anyways, yeah, today's video I wanted to talk Today's video I wanted to talk about walking. I already made a TikTok on this, but I think walking is genuinely the greatest, walking is the greatest cardio hack ever, okay? If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to fucking lose as much weight as possible, like every single fucking day, then go walk. Walk for fucking, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours. I walk 2 hours every single fucking day, okay? And this is because it's been scientifically proven that walking actually promotes fat oxidization compared to other forms of cardio. Now, if you don't know what fat oxidization is, it's essentially just a chemical reaction that our body does when we need to burn fat for fuel. Now, you might be thinking, why is it that walking of all things is what promotes fat oxidization the most in terms of cardio? Wouldn't it make more sense to be doing fat oxidization when it comes to a activity that, causes a lot of stress on you, such as running? And this is because, actually, I don't fully know the science behind it, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but I think I have a good grasp on it. I think I understand why fat oxidization is mainly favored during walking and not other forms of cardio. This is because, hold on, let me fucking lock in. Perfect. Let me just make sure. Oh, he's gonna touch me. Okay, so the reason why is because when you're doing a high intensity cardio like running, or in this case Stairmaster, although Stairmaster is not as intense, but to be fair, with the Stairmaster you can kind of set the intensity, but basically the higher the intensity, the higher your heart rate goes, which basically tells your body like, hey, I need quick energy, I need energy now, like give me energy right fucking now. And so basically the way that the order of energy goes in our body is glucose, any other form of sugar like fructose, glycogen, blah, 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 all that bullshit. And then once all that is depleted, we use fats. So if there's literally like barely any sugar in your body left, or any carbs left in your body will start to hit fat oxidization. But when you're running, right, you're telling your body, I need energy, I need energy, I need energy. You're constantly telling your body, fuck, I need energy right now. Give me energy, give me energy, give me energy. And when you're doing that, your body has no choice but to use its most available or easily available sources of energy first, which, like I just said, is carbs and sugars. That will always be your first. Holy I'm ass. I'm just not feeling it today. So yeah, carbs and sugars will always be your first source of energy. That's just how our body is. That's just how our bodies are made. But when you do something as simple as walking, it's not taxing on your body, It's not like you need energy constantly to be walking. Like, you can walk. What the? I'm so ass. You can walk with having barely any energy left inside of you, right? So this is why fat oxidization gets promoted over This is why fat oxidation gets promoted when you're walking. So basically what I'm trying to say is that put your body more stress. Your body need energy now. Therefore, your body uses glucose, fructose, and other carbs, sugars, whatever you want to fucking call it. Carbs and sugars are the same thing. I have a whole fucking video about this. Carbs and sugars are the same exact thing. They're interchangeable almost. But in like daily terminology or whatever, they are pretty interchangeable. But yeah, so like I said, fat oxidation usually happens when your body's out of its main sources of energy, which is the sugars. But when you're walking, I'm so ass. Oh wait, the AUG? But yeah, when you're walking, you are elevating yourself, right? You're elevating your heart rate at just the right amount of. I hear someone to my left. Ooh. But yeah, when you're walking, you are putting yourself at the literally the sweet spot of your body wanting to not necessarily use that much energy, right? So that's where fat oxidation comes in. And it's actually been scientifically proven that if you walk for longer periods of time over like, you know, days or weeks or months or whatever, you burn a lot more visceral fat and compared to other types of cardio. And so visceral fat is just the kind of fat that surrounds your organ. So, you know, some people, you know, you might have heard the term like fatty liver, right? That's basically visceral fat. Fat is just the fat that surrounds the liver. So yeah, when you're walking, you're burning all that fat off. I'm pretty sure the difference is almost like, I want to say there's like a 50% difference if you were to just do normal cardio versus walking, or like, you know, the conventional form of cardio versus walking, which is kind of crazy to think about, right? How is that not a headshot? There we go. I'm at 6-7 health. 6-7. Oh, that hurts. Fuck me, yeah. But yeah, no, I've also noticed the difference myself. I've done both forms of cardio as my main source of like fat burning exercise or whatever. When I first lost weight, I ran about like 2 to 4 miles every single day. Like that was the only thing I did, right? And my body shape wasn't like, when I hit my end weight, my body shape wasn't necessarily the way I wanted it to be. I was basically just skinny fat after just running for so long, which is not the kind of body I wanted. I wanted like, you know, a nice lean build, right? And I'm not talking about like muscular build. I just mean like a normal lean build. But I was still skinny fat. But now, since I've done walking instead of running this time around, I feel like my body is a lot less skinny fat, or actually very, like barely any skinny, like it's barely considered skinny fat. And so I say all this to say that, you know, please include walking into your daily schedule. And the thing for me is that I love doom scrolling, okay? I love fucking sitting there on my phone and just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I can, like, if I have nothing to do that day, I will literally scroll for like unironically 6 or 7 hours, like unironically. And that's when I realized, like, how can I make my scrolling productive, or at least, you know, somehow benefit me in some way, shape, or form, right? And I was like, oh, walking. You can scroll while you walk and not pay attention to the fact that you're walking, right? And so that has literally become the highlight of my day every single day, is fucking going for my walk and then just doom scrolling. I don't even think of it as my walking hours anymore. I just think of it as my doom scrolling hours, because I'm like, hell yeah, I can doom scroll. And I'm telling you, when you look at walking that way, or your walking time that way, your life will change. I'm not even like trolling right here. I'm being so dead ass. Just walk. please just walk. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on walking and fat oxidation. But yeah, I will fuck, game's over. Where did I go? 27:49. Holy dude. But yeah, I was gonna say, I'll also add on to this. In that same study, they also found out that if you were to run while fasted, it is actually pretty similar to burning the same amount of fat as if you were walking. So when I'm saying all this, what I'm trying to say is use walking if you have the time, right? If you have like 2 hours to burn and you feel like you're just going to doom scroll or just be like super unproductive, then just go fucking walk. Go walk outside or go walk on the treadmill and doom scroll, dude. You have no idea how quick walking goes by when you're doom scrolling. But if you're shorter on time and you have to cram more and stuff like that, then I would honestly suggest fasted running. And some people might not like that because you do have a lot less energy and you're a lot less mentally strong while you're fasted. But if you don't have time, I say go for a fasted run. About like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes is good enough versus walking 2 hours. But yeah, that's the video. Basically, the moral of the story is walk, please, for the love of God, walk. Everybody can benefit from fucking walking. Please subscribe.